Lord gave, and the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord.
The Lord never did nothing for the loser.
What?
What's all this stuff about the Lord gave and the Lord taketh away?
He gave him that most precious gift of life.
Oh, man, you're so full of bull you don't even know it.
It's true, the Lord gives life, and man can make of that what he will. Why, this young man could have made of his life any number of things.
Oh, yeah? Well, let me tell you something, Mother. Let me tell you what life made of him. About how life never let him alone to do what he wanted to do. About how life made him always be good, always pay the rent, and to shovel it. Oh, no, preach. Not children of God, but hell's angels.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Woe be unto them who call evil good and good evil. Thus said Isaiah.
Thus said Isaiah. Hey, man, do you ever say anything on your own?
Good heavens, Lucifer, don't tell us about evil being good and good being evil. Well, it's absurd. It's ridiculous.
We don't call anything, man.
We just want to be left alone, dude.
Yeah, we don't want nobody telling us what to do. We don't want nobody pushing us around.
I apologize. But tell me, just what is it that you want to do?
Well, we want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. We want to be free to ride. And we want to be free to ride our machines without being hassled by the man. And we want to get loaded. And we want to have a good time. And that's what we're going to do.
Well, when, baby? Let's go.
We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a party.
I apply it. I have the ideology because I believe that it is the best way of coming at the world and what type of policy.
What is the proper relationship, what should be the proper relationship between a chairman of the Fed and a president of the United States?
Well, first of all, the Federal Reserve is an independent agency, and that means basically that there is no other agency of government which can overrule actions that we take. There is no other agency of government which can overrule actions that we take. There is no other agency of government which can overrule actions that we take. So long as that is in place and there is no evidence that the administration or the Congress or anybody else is requesting that we do things other than what we think is the appropriate thing, then what the relationships are don't frankly matter. And
oh, do we really need another smartphone? Does a subtle difference really nullify the one we own? And what the heck is happening to old tech? I wonder where it goes. It's recycled into rubbish with the third world. The thorium plasma battery, is it just a fantasy or is it really greater, cleaner energy with longer life expectancy, just hidden by an industry that's running a monopoly of oil? Probably. Limited lives, everything dies. We pay for problems that were pre-designed. Businesses thrive, covering eyes, and the mess that we leave behind. Limited lives, everything dies. We pay for problems that were pre-designed. We can't just survive by taking only what we need, 'cause we can cross the line between surviving and indulging greed. And with this human selfish hunger in our veins, we'll never change.
I wish I had something to hit your ass with. I'll knock the shit out your glass. Don't even make that face. Bitch, wipe your nose. Snot dripping and shit. You nasty bitch. I don't like you motherfuckers. I really don't. Y'all some nasty. Hey, bitch. Hey. Don't walk away from me. I don't like you. Wipe your nose. You's a nasty bitch. Boy, I wish I had something to knock your ass out with. I'll knock your ass out. Nasty bitch, look at your tail. That bitch look like an old wooden broom. Why do your nose keep dripping, boss? You's a nasty bitch.
You know, it's not surprising that in this day and age, the most up-to-date and respectable form of academic philosophy taught in our universities is what is called logical analysis. A logical analyst, you know, is the kind of fellow who, the moment you say something, you hardly get a word out of your mouth before he says, now, just precisely what do you mean by that? You can't take a step of the way in unfolding a proposition or a thesis or an idea without his going minutely into the meaning of each word that you say. And as a result of this sort of technique, most logical analysts have come to the conclusion that the problems that have been discussed by philosophers for several thousand years are mostly meaningless problems. Because when you look very precisely at the form of words in which they're stated, and you analyze each word bit by bit, you come to the conclusion that it didn't really mean anything. But I think there's a profound fallacy in this, because it's based on the assumption that the meaning of words is supposed to be precise. But unfortunately for this sort of approach to things, we're living in a world which isn't precise, where nature, on the whole, is extraordinarily vague. I mean, it would be very nice for purposes of precise calculation if the Earth, in its orbit around the Sun, went round in a neat 360 days. But it doesn't. It goes round in 365 and some wretched fraction. Everything's a little odd. Everything's a little off-center. For example, how are we to decide exactly when now is? You know? When is now? If I look at my watch and take a good look at the second hand to find out exactly when now is, well, that second hand I can see it, so it must have some size. So let's take out a magnifying glass. Then it appears that the thing that marks now looks about so wide. And then, well, let's draw it a bit finer, and draw it a bit finer. But we never seem to be able to get to the end of analyzing it. Now, you see, is fuzzy. It's vague.
The truth is that no parliament, no president, and no media will ever tell you that as long as there is a government, there always will be war for resources, there always will be exploitation and unjust rulers. These rulers and governments have never extended more rights to the people than the people insisted upon. This, my friends, is the truth.